Yeah, well, I've been curious about 2012 since I heard about the whole Aztec thing. But, I mean, it's got to be deeper than just, like, the information that a movie can give you in 2 hours. I think it's just about, like, searching it on your own, looking it up on the internet, finding out for yourself, because really, who can you trust but yourself? So many people trying to manipulate other people's views. You really got to, like, think for yourself.
Yeah, that's cool. If you want to like give more, you can.
You're not gonna ask questions though?
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Like, not like on camera questions and stuff like that. Just like people saying on camera. I mean, yeah, like you just if there's stuff that you want to talk about, be like, well, like what type of research have you done on your own? Like what type of stuff have you found out about? Or, I mean, not to say that you're like certain on it. Just,
No, yeah, but I don't know. Like, I heard of this Terrence McKenna guy that had this crazy.
Talk about Terrence McKenna, man. Like I know all about.
See, it's hard for me to explain that kind of stuff because I don't really know about it fully. But like, he had this theory about time wave zero or something like that. Basically, he thinks that we'll discover something about time travel in 2012. Is it something along those lines, right? But basically, he took the I Ching. Well, it's not even just that the Mayans have a doomsday prediction. All these cultures have one, right? Like the Christians with the apocalypse. The Asians have the I Ching, and they all predict that like there's gonna be some big disaster, like during now, I guess. But who knows? Like these movies are just taking advantage of the hype that's generated off of this. Really, it's more deeper than what the movies are gonna show people.
Yeah. So like, and just I guess just to encourage or to. Like, I mean, a lot of people say like it's not just about like apocalypse. They're saying like as we like 2012 is more like it's not like a doomsday thing.
It's more like a shift.
It's a shift in consciousness.
Yeah. It's a paradigm shift or whatever, right? Yeah.
And that's the name of the show, actually.
Oh, paradigm shift. Oh, okay,
So
interesting.
That's exactly kind of what we're going for. It's not just about like this topic. It's about like everything.
Everything is gonna be affected by it too, though, if you think about it, because it'll be a shift in consciousness where people will just. Like our future generations, hopefully, if they survive, we don't screw up the earth, they will just have a different perspective on life. They will just see the world differently. They will just, they'll be free from all the traditional things that have like, kind of like kept people primitive in a lot of ways. So it's basically just like a new consciousness, like a new, like dissolving the ego. And so it's not necessarily the end of the world that's gonna happen on 2012, but like there could be some event that'll just like kind of set this new paradigm shift in motion, you know.
You could probably hide a microphone in there.
If you're comfortable holding it, I mean, like.
Or whatever. I mean.
That's what it's gonna be.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. Yeah. I mean, like talk to the camera
Sure.
and stuff like that. So yeah, if you want to start off with it.
Yeah, so I don't know. I have a bunch of friends who are really interested in this 2012 phenomenon. And I don't know. I mean, I think that the whole Mayan prophecy aside, and all of the other religious prophecies that talk about end times aside, there are a convergence right now of different phenomena which could actually contribute towards a large changing of society. We're on the precipice of the dawn of artificial intelligence. There's peak oil coming, looming on our horizon. There could be some sort of Third World War that could wipe out most of the species. There's climate change that could actually drastically affect the way that we perceive our relation with the environment and with the world. But that being said, I think that the whole 2012 phenomena is sort of a simplification of a lot of these other issues which are actually occurring, and I think that it's convenient for people to sort of look towards some big event, that especially one that actually has its roots in religion, and it sort of actually is detrimental towards critical thinking and an analysis of where we are and you know what is possible in the near future. I also find it amusing that the studio that's putting out 2012 is Columbia TriStar, which is actually owned by Rockefeller, who is what anyone would consider a member of the Illuminati if you actually believe in that stuff. So, I mean, a lot of the people who actually talking about 2012 like it's already established fact do also believe in the Illuminati. So anyone who actually goes to this movie thinking that they're going to be vindicated are, you know, going to look pretty ridiculous in my eyes. Anyways, that being said, I mean, you know, I'm not surprised. Hollywood likes to make money off of different phenomenons like this. This one will probably be a blockbuster, and I don't know, I'll probably see it just because it'll probably have some sweet special effects. But that being said, I don't know. Just can't really let some idea of the end of the world bog you down, and you got to actually still keep trying to make the world a better place.
All right. Basically, I think a lot of it is this media ideology that's taking over with it. Like it's sort of like as soon as the media got a grasp on the idea of this next doomsday, like 2012, they're gonna take it for the ride. It's basically, in my eyes, the date is just like the next Y2K. Like people are just sort of, they're looking for this change, but I'm hoping that it's going to be a sort of perceptual change among what people are actually like perceiving. I'm hoping that it's like a psychological revolution, at least the start of one. I don't think it's going to be a definitive date or one definitive event that defines what 2012 is going to be, but more like a number of things coming together to sort of initiate change, and it'll be the start of that.
Yeah, that's cool. So more like, it's not going to be like the death of man, but it could theoretically be like the death of man as we know it.
Yeah.
In the sense of like the psyche and the ego, and just like you said, it's like a rebirth of new perception.
Yeah, exactly. And along with what Alex was saying, like there's so many different events that are going on and coming up, and just like it's going to be a pinnacle of advancement. And it's going to coincide with lots of different things. There's going to be another like American election, like all this stuff, and maybe then people sort of realize that maybe Obama wasn't the savior of everything. So I don't think he should have got the Nobel Peace Prize. I think that's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, it's interesting how like the Nobel Peace Prize thing, that came like a day after like they like nuked the moon and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like some people like forgot about the nuking the moon thing, because there could be some stuff there that they're not telling us, and that's just like out of left field. They're like, oh what? Obama got the Peace Prize.
That's total media play, man. They do it all the time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just like shifting our perceptions and stuff like that, focusing from one thing to another when they need it.
Totally.
Yeah.
Well,
do you have like an opinion on swine flu? Not that we're like just out of curiosity, or?
That's another one of those things that the media takes hold of, and people start flipping out because it's fall and there's colds going around. Oh, I've got the swine flu. Like, come on, I actually saw someone walking around with a mask the other day. Like, it's not SARS, you know what I'm saying? Like,
swine flu.
Exactly.
I guess 2012, I researched it a bit like a year and a half ago, and I found it pretty interesting, but I think I see it as more of just a consciousness shift. I don't think it's like an apocalyptic thing at all. I looked into Terence McKenna, and there was another book that I read, I can't remember who it's by, but it's just the idea that, I don't know, things are shifting in a way that we can't quite perceive because it's like another dimension of consciousness or something like that, something along that line, and that's why the Mayan calendar, it kind of falls off at 2012, I believe. And yeah, I just don't think it's a continuation or an end. I think it's just a shift somehow that we can't perceive yet. That's all.
Yeah, like that's kind of saying. So that it's just like kind of like we look at it as an apocalypse, in a sense, like an unveiling, a sense of like a death of man as we know it, and a rebirth of like a new perception.
Something completely different, that we can't really put our finger on at all, because we haven't sensed it yet. So.
Yeah, but some people, like, we can sense it. Like we know it's there. And so it's like as we move towards 2012, it's like people becoming more aware. They're like remembering kind of like what we're gonna reveal.
Yeah. Okay. That's kind of neat. Yeah, more remembering. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
And would you plan on seeing the movie or?
Which movie?
2012.
When is it coming out?
Next Friday.
Yeah, I'd see it. Really?
Yeah, it is. We'll have to go see that.
Do you know who's putting it on? Like, who's behind it, directing
Columbia
it?
TriStar.
Oh, really?
As Alex was saying, it's like owned by Rockefeller.
Yeah, that's entertaining. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to see the slant on that one. Yeah. But I'd be open to seeing it. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Amanda Peet in it. Amanda Peet.
Right. And do you have an opinion? Like, there's like that Paranormal Activity movie that came out, and then there's like movie like The Fourth Kind, just about like alien abductions.
Haven't seen it. No, I don't really. I haven't dabbled too far into that area of it, so I don't have much of an opinion there now.
No, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. And if you just want to, if you have more to say, then.
That's pretty much it. It's been a while. So I'm pretty sketchy on what I remember, but I think it's more so that than anything else, just the consciousness shift.